Today I went over on Discord and I asked all of you guys to send me pictures of your fingerboard setups. And let's just say you guys have some pretty questionable fingerboard setups. So today I will be reacting to some pretty cursed fingerboard setups and I will also be rating them. What is up everybody? It has been a minute since my last rating subscribers fingerboard video, so today we are doing it again. So let's begin. For the very first setup, we have a pretty nice one. I actually love how this board looks. We got the dynamic trucks with black wheels and like white bushings to kind of match like the writing. Dude, I know the video has just begun, but like this is a 10 out of 10. We got the Vans fingerboard. I'm pretty sure this is like some sort of sticker or maybe it's just like a DIY deck that's like pretty good, but this actually looks like so cool. I know the parts on this aren't super high quality, but I'll give this like an 8 out of 10. We have like a pretty good fingerboard setup here. It looks like these are some sort of Black River wheels. We got Black River trucks. I don't really know what exact board that is, but I don't really pay attention to boards all that much. I kind of don't like how busy the graphic is, so for that I'll give this like a 7 out of 10, but parts-wise this is still a pretty good board. We have the Pokemon fingerboard. Can there actually be a fingerboard better than the Pokemon fingerboard? 28 out of 10 for this. Here we got a pretty nice setup, dynamic trucks, pretty solid, so I'll give this a 7 out of 10. We have a pretty basic teak fingerboard here. I'm pretty sure that is teak at least. Definitely not like the best board out there, but I kind of like how these boards look just with the trucks and like the wave, so I'll give this like a 6.5 out of 10. This board is the Gripsion Bull God collab board and it looks pretty good. I really like that they put like orange wheels to kind of match like that sunset over the mountains, but I'm not really like a super big fan of orange wheels, but I'll still give this like a 7.2 out of 10. Also, these boards are still available to buy, so if anybody wants one, now is your chance. I'll put a link in the description if anybody wants to buy one. Okay, this setup is clean. I like that this fingerboard like kind of has like a graphic that you would see on like a skateboard, so I like this a lot. Dude, this board even has like the red base plates as well on dynamic trucks, so like this is actually pretty good. 9 out of 10. I actually have no idea what this board is. At first I thought it was like a teak board, but you don't really see the teak logo anywhere. But this is like kind of a lower quality board, so for that I'll probably give this like a 4.5 out of 10. Guys, this fingerboard doesn't even have the best parts, but this picture goes hard. You cannot tell me this is not one of the greatest fingerboard pictures ever taken. 7.8 out of 10 for the fingerboard, but 10 out of 10 for the photo. Why do I still make these videos? Like, how do you actually get a tech deck to look like this? Like, this is actually like more impressive than like a good fingerboard setup. Negative 70 out of 10. I never used to really like the look of black and red boards, but they are growing on me. Like when there is a super clean red and black fingerboard setup, they just look so good. 10 out of 10 for this one. That is a nice setup. We got the Minions cardboard fingerboard. I mean, 9 out of 10, like obviously. We have the Red Bull fingerboard. I have made a lot of fingerboards out of soda cans before, and after I post those videos, I always see people like tagging me on posts of them making their very own fingerboard out of a soda can. But this is like probably one of the best ones I've seen. Respect for the Red Bull fingerboard because those are actually pretty difficult to make. 8.1 out of 10. This fingerboard looks pretty good, but I honestly think like white bushings and white wheels would have looked a little better on this. So for that, I'll give this like a 6.8 out of 10. Here we have a pretty basic Amazon fingerboard, and I definitely don't really like that color all that much, and the parts also aren't very good, so this is like a 4 out of 10. We got a teak tuning cruiser board here, and I don't know, I don't really like this board because like nothing really matches. But they actually do have like the inner tube bushings that I showed how to make like 3 years ago now. Kind of surprised people still use them, but I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. The parts on this setup aren't super high quality and I'm not really a fan of clear wheels, so this is like a 5 out of 10. Whoever this is has a finger one wheel. Guys, where can I buy this? Like, I don't care what I have to do to get this, but like, I need this. If anybody is able to make one of these or if anybody sells these, please hit me up in the DMs on Instagram because I would love to get one. 10 out of 10. We have a P-Rep fingerboard here, and these are like China trucks, but like they're starting to look so much like Dynamics. Like these don't look fully like Dynamics, but like they have some pretty similar stuff. The graphic on this is kind of boring, so I'll give this like a 5 out of 10. This is actually the fingerboard that I upgraded for that kid, and I still love how this board turned out, so I'll give this like an 8.2 out of 10. We got the Floor Truck Panda Tech Deck. Why do I actually kind of want this? 6 out of 10. This is like a pretty nice looking split ply board, so I'll give this like a 9 out of 10. Ginger, what do you rate this setup? Okay. Here we have some more dynamic clones, and this board like is pretty sloppy. There are 2 black river stickers on this board, which maybe helps, but I'll give this board like a 3 out of 10. We got a Hot Wheels fingerboard here, and I actually didn't know that they make like different colored shoes for them, because when I got mine, the shoes are like kind of like a teal colored blue, but this black actually looks pretty good. What's the cat doing? Ginger's moving the camera all by himself. Look at him go. Guys, what is this cat even doing? He's cleaning the lens. Look at him go. I'll give this board like a 5.5 out of 10 because that graphic is like kind of boring. This fingerboard has like pretty cheap parts, but that is a pretty cool split ply. 7 out of 10. Number 28, we got a pretty nice setup. This setup has some like pretty nice parts on it, but it's like kind of messy, so I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. Number 29, we have like a pretty clean setup. Generally, I don't like these like busy graphics, but this is like busy yet also very clean. Gotta give this one a 10 out of 10. Like that is a nice setup. Why do you guys do this to me? Why do you make me have to see these? 10 out of 1,000. We have like a somewhat basic like wooden fingerboard deck, but this actually has like the same shape as a tech deck, so they might have made it like themselves using 2 tech decks. Either way, this doesn't look terrible, so I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Here we have like a particle board fingerboard. Normally a fingerboard is made similar to like plywood, but this just looks like you layered a bunch of veneer together and got whatever this is. This setup do kind of look good, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. We have 2 like pretty solid DK boards here, and I don't really like how busy they are with all like the board rails on them, but DK boards are actually pretty sick, so these are like 9 out of 10. Guys, I'm not even joking. Ginger just picked up this like super small fingerboard and was like running away from me with it. This would have like gone missing forever. Back to this. Honestly, nothing bad to say about this board. It looks like very vibrant, and I love like vibrant setups that are also clean. I'm gonna give this like a 10 out of 10. I believe this is a Tech Deck Performance Series board, but you have some alright parts on this, so I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. We got the Lego fingerboard. This is like the Lego Off-Road Fingerboard Edition. 10 out of 10 in the Lego category. We have a pretty basic fingerboard here, but it looks like you took like some sort of marker and like did a bunch of stuff to it. And normally that would look like really bad, but this actually doesn't look terrible. So this is like 6 out of 10. Talk about DIY on this setup. This fingerboard may actually be made out of paper, but they drew the mountains on like pretty accurately to what my fingerboard looks like. This is actually like pretty sick. Because this board looks pretty DIY, I'll give it like a 7.9 out of 10. We have a pretty good looking split ply board. The dynamic trucks and these like super glossy wheels look so good. I'm actually gonna give this a 10 out of 10 because this looks very good. This is like probably my favorite board I have seen in a long time. That color just looks so good. I don't know if this person made this setup or not, but if anybody knows where I can buy this, I will like definitely buy one of these. They even got the matching bushings for the board with dynamic trucks and really good wheels. This is like an 11 out of 10. Walter, what are you doing on a fingerboard? I am the one who kickflips. Jesse, we must fingerboard. Dude, respect for whoever made this. Like, I would genuinely buy one of these. 10 out of 10. I have no idea how wide this board is, but this looks like really wide. This almost looks like it's 36 millimeters, but it's kind of hard to tell. 8.3 out of 10. I believe that this board is actually from one of my collections I did like back in December. I think there's actually a couple of these left in stock, but man, the dynamic trucks with the maple wheels actually looks so clean on this. I don't really know why there's like a pink wheel like in the corner there, but either way, I'll give this like an 8.8 out of 10. This board is like pretty busy, but at the same time, I actually like it. You guys are like slowly transitioning me into liking busy setups. 9 out of 10 for this. We have another Gripsion X Bull God fingerboard here, but man, I don't like purple with orange. Like orange and purple by themselves is good, but not together. Some people probably disagree with that, but I don't know. Me personally, I don't like it. Still some pretty good parts on this board, but I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. Here we have like some pretty basic parts, but I like any board with like a white background. It just looks like so clean. I'll be giving this like an 8.4 out of 10. We got a dynamic board here with dynamic trucks, and I actually don't know if these are like the dynamic wheels that come with their completes, but it could be. Overall, this is pretty clean. Those board rails actually look like they're 3D printed, so that's kind of cool. This is like a 7.8 out of 10. Guys, do you see what I mean about these trucks looking like dynamic trucks? They just look so similar. I actually kind of like these like pastel colors that are like pretty faint and a little bit hard to see. So I'll actually give this a 10 out of 10. So if you want to be featured in my next rating subscribers fingerboard video, you may as well join the Discord because that's the only way to get in a video. Thank you guys actually so much for watching. I know I say thanks for watching in pretty much every single video I make, but I actually mean it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.